Advent greetings, everybody. My name is Pastor Nic Leither, and I serve as the pastor at St. Mark's Lutheran Church in Aurora, Colorado. My Advent word for the day is awake. And when I thought about awake, I thought about what it's like to wake up on Christmas morning and this idea we have in our culture of all the presents needing to be perfect and the family all needing to be there and for everything to be clean and tidy and low stress and predictable, but memorable. We're watching a lot of Hallmark movies at my house, and so this is the ideas that I assume everybody else is going into the season with. But there is this story in Genesis that offers a different kind of suggestion for a God encounter, and that is the story of Jacob and his dream of a ladder or stairway going to heaven. In the story, Jacob is fighting with his brother Esau, and Jacob just stole Esau's inheritance, and so Esau is trying to kill him. And Jacob is sent away to go find safety with another set of family and find a partner. So he leaves. And while he's traveling, on the way there, he stops for the night in what the text calls a nameless place or a certain place. He stops because it's nighttime. There's nothing special about it. So he pulls up a rock and uses the stone as a pillow. And while he's sleeping, he has a dream. And in the dream, there's a ramp or a ladder going up between heaven and earth. And God's messengers are ascending and descending between heaven and earth. And it's the first time that Jacob recognizes that earth and heaven have something to do with each other. They're not cut off from one another like he once believed. And he interacts with the Lord for the first time. And in his vision, God promises to live into the promises that he's already made with Jacob's ancestors. And it's the first time where this God, the Lord, becomes his God. It's not just he's worshiping a God that is his ancestors' God. Now his God has stepped into his life and has something to do with the world. Where once he thought God was a far-off deity that you could pray for in a predictable way and could interact with God that way, now God comes into his world and changes everything. In the story, Jacob wakes up and he says, "Surely God is in this place and I was not aware of it." And now he is awake to God's presence in the world. It's an early Emmanuel story, God with us. But it comes in a place that is under stress, with low predictability, in an unmemorable spot. But now Jacob is awake to God's presence in the world. And it's amazing. It changes everything for him. As we ready ourselves for Christmas and Advent and all that comes with it, the stress and trying to make things perfect and trying to create the perfect moment with our communities, I wonder how God is already making good on God's promise to be with us, even in nameless and seemingly forgettable moments that are actually holy and drenched with God's presence. We just aren't awake to see it yet.